Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a Popin Cookin video, and this is the set that I've chosen to do. I got a few sets from Amazon ages ago, and I didn't do all of them, and I enjoy watching them on YouTube, so I thought that I'd do one. As you can see, the box is already open, and that is purely because it's quite loud when you open it, and I didn't want any loud noises. I only speak English. I can't read what this says. So if anyone could enlighten me, that would be great. But from what I can gather, it's like almost like Play-Doh that you can mold into different animals or whatever you want to. So inside there is white, blue, yellow, pink and a small amount of black, a wooden stick and some sprinkles as well. It says I need to wash my hands, which I just have, and you might have to cut some of the box. I'm not really sure about that one, but we'll see when I open the actual packet. And then it gives you instructions and methods. It tells you how to mix the colours to get different things. And then it gives you examples of what you can do with it. So there's donuts, bows, sushi, this little dude here. On the other side we've got a train, noodles, a dog, panda, hamburger, little mushrooms, flowers, a car up here. So yeah, I will open the packet and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so this is what the packet looks like once taken out of the box. I've already slit it down this side purely because I didn't want any too loud noises. So the packet again has instructions on how to mix different colours. It also shows you how to make different things, like this looks like a biscuit or a cookie, and this is how to make a lollipop, which is really cute. Then you've got another heart-shaped cookie or biscuit, a snake, these cute little guys here. This is a boat on some water. This is the same again. And then this is showing you how to use the little molds that are here. So on the other side there's nothing there. So this is what I've got on the inside. Got a piece of black, or it's more brown than black, I think. A large piece of white, piece of blue, a piece of yellow, a piece of pink, and some sprinkles. Oh, and a small stick to roll things out or to prod things, I guess. Sorry. So I think that every single box is slightly different. I could be wrong, but the things that are shown on the back of the box aren't what's in my little box. So in mine I've got this cute little guy with a mustache and this really happy dude and a little tiny bear and a circle a musical note, possibly a flower, like a grid pattern. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Another swirly flower thing, a gift, 3 candles, and I'm not sure what you would call this. It's around at Christmas and celebrations. The word has completely evaded me. And then there's this as well, and that's possibly 4 squares. So I'm just going to cut down the sides, like it says on the instructions, and I will get back to you. So this is what it looks like now that it's all been cut out. I'm not entirely sure which side you're meant to use. I guess you can use both. I suppose it doesn't really matter. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with this set. There's nothing that's really screaming out. Although I do really like this little lollipop that's on the packet, so I might make that. But first we need to unpackage all of these little bits, so I'll do that on camera. I'm using these scissors, which are actually hair scissors, but I can't find like a single pair of scissors in my entire house, so these will have to do. So we'll go with the pink first. So there's the pink. It smells like artificial grape, and a lot of these Kracie Popin Cookin sets have that flavour. I particularly don't like it. I like the smell of it, I just don't like the taste. So we'll move on to the blue. This one smells like bubblegum. I do like the taste of bubblegum. Move on to the white. The white, I can't quite place that smell. Hang on. It smells a little bit like bubblegum, but a bit more fruity. I could be completely wrong and they could be exactly the same. Who knows? So now the yellow. This one is definitely another grape one. And finally, the really small amount of black or brown. This one is grape, so these 3 are the grape ones and these 2 are the bubblegum ones, and this is the rolling stick, and then we also have the sprinkles, but I won't open the sprinkles until I really need to. So I've just moved the sprinkles out of the way for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to soften these because they are really tough. They're a bit like when you first put a chewing gum in your mouth and it's really hard, and then when you mould it a bit more, it's soft, so that one's a lot softer now. They are a bit sticky. I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if that's just because my hands are warm. The strength of my hands is not the best, so you can just watch me struggle a little bit. It seems the more that I use, that I mould this blue even, that it goes a slightly lighter shade. So that is the two bubblegum ones done, and now time for the grape ones. I think the grape flavour seems to be quite a big thing in Japan. I've seen a lot of like eating videos and Japanese product videos where it's a grape flavoured. A lot of people like it, but if you taste a grape and you taste the grape flavour, it doesn't taste anything like it. I'm not going to do this one yet, purely because last time I did a sushi, it slightly stained my hands, so I just don't want to get the black or the brown colouring onto these paler colours, so I'll put that to one side for now. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just test to see how this works. I'm a little skeptical because these grooves aren't particularly deep, but I could be wrong. I think you can use both sides depending on what you want from it. So first I'm going to try this little bear. Just move the stick out of the way for a second. Don't need that quite yet. So I'll do a little yellow bear like Winnie the Pooh. Just soften this. I guess we could use that little stick to flatten it out like a rolling pin. There we go. And then I'll take the mould and just press the yellow into it and see what happens. Oh, this is really sticky. Oh, so there we go, there's the little bear. It's not perfect, I think my hands might be too warm, but there's not much that I can do about that. What else should I try? We'll try this weird Christmas scene at the bottom here. We'll see how that one works out. Trying to get the piece flat enough and big enough to get some of this Christmas scene printed onto it. Right, just using the stick to press this down because my hands are making this extremely sticky. Okay, so this kind of works. Obviously I didn't make the... I'm not sure entirely sure what to call this candy. Play-Doh candy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash my hands because they're quite sticky, and then I really like this little lollipop here, so I think I'm going to try and do that one. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to do the lollipop. So the two colours that I need are the white and the pink. According to this image here, if you get a stripe of one colour and then a stripe of the other and twist them, then that's how you make the lollipop. So I'm going to try this. So first I'm going to get a piece of the white and just roll it. Now I'm going to have to roll this and make it quite long to get the lollipop, because if not then I'd just end up with, I'm not entirely sure what I'd end up with actually, but not what I want. Okay, so that's our piece of white. And then we'll get the pink. And I'm going to try and get this the same thickness as the white. Sorry, I'm going completely off screen here. There we go. Now as I'm rolling this, the smell is really nice. The fake grape kind of smell is actually quite nice. Okay, I'm just going to roll this one out a little bit more. I think that I've made more pink than I have white, but that's okay. I can just cut the pink down a bit if I need to. Okay, so I guess if I just squish these together and then start to wrap it like that, and then how have they done this? Roll it. Kind of looks like it, I guess. I'm just going to get my knife that I brought up and just cut the end off that pink, because I made far too much. Blend that into there, maybe roll it out a little bit to make it flat instead of well, it doesn't look as neat as that one, but we can deal with that. I'll use the same yellow as they've used and make a stick for the lollipop. I could put it on this, but I probably need this to roll. Okay, so if I put my lollipop on there and try and stick it down, and then get my trusty knife again and cut the stick slightly shorter. Okay, so if I can lift this, I can show you the lollipop so far. There we go. So next I'm going to open the packet of sprinkles and put them onto the lollipop. Get my scissors and cut the edge off. Oh, these are not sticking. I'm making a mess. Okay, so if I grab these with my fingers and then put them on, then maybe they'll stick a bit better. Okay, so not as beautiful as on the packaging, but hey ho, I did it. So yeah, there's the lollipop. Last thing that I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to create my own little character, and I'm gonna mix some of the colours together. As you can see, there's like a colour chart, and I want to make this green, so I need blue and I need yellow. So if I use Mr. Teddy Bear, he can be part of my new creation. I'll get a bit more of the yellow. Usually in art, to make green you would use more yellow and less blue, so we'll see if the principle still works. Oh, it's starting to go green. I think a little bit more blue is needed. Not sure if you can hear this. Still not really the colour that I'd hoped for, so let's just keep adding blue and see what happens. Okay, so I'd say that is green now. So I want to make a little snail. So I'm going to roll this into a little snail shape. So if we put him there and stretch out his tail just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to just put him onto the knife so that when I'm finished at the end I can show you what I've done instead of having to try and scrape it off the plate because this stuff is sticky. Okay, so for his shell, what colour should I do? I think I'm going to mix the pink and the blue and hopefully make a nice purple colour. But if I can keep it slightly stripy, that would be cool. Because snail shells are never just one colour, they're always different shades. So if we do something like this, I'm just going to have to thin this out because the body is not that big. And we don't want his shell to be too big for his body because then he wouldn't be a very happy snail. Okay. So we've got loads of different stripes and things in it. So let's just use this stick to cut that end off. Oh, it's starting to get like really tacky. Put that over there. Right. So if we roll up his little shell, that looks about right, I guess. There is sprinkles kind of stuck in there, but that's fine. We can deal with the sprinkles. So there is his little shell. Next I'm going to make him two little eyes, and I know that snails do have antennae, but I'm not entirely sure I am skilled enough to do that, so he's just going to have two little eyes. But what I could do for antennae is put two little sprinkles in there. Okay, so here is Mr. Snail. Let me just give him a mouth. Okay, he seems extremely unimpressed. He looks like that slant-faced emoji. But his shell's cool. So yeah, that's him finished. I'm not entirely sure if people would want to hear eating sounds. Personally, they do not trigger me, so I'm not going to put them in, but I could do a tasting video of another Popin Cookin if that's what people wanted. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this relaxed you. Okay,